Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, December 18th, 2017. And I'm going to talk today about some things that most of you have thought about, but maybe most of you have done nothing about. If we ask anybody in the world today if they know about this concept called global warming, everybody will tell you, oh yeah, they all know. If you ask them if they think it's really happening or not, most of them will tell you, oh yeah, it's really happening. Only fraudulent liars or ignoramuses in today's world will tell you that global warming doesn't exist. People like Donald Trump. Now, this is of curious note because there seems to be a strange correlation between Nazis, Republicans, conservatives, and global warming and the destruction of our planet and our environment and the degradation of human rights and all kinds of rights, animal rights, planetary rights. And so I want you to consider this. Everybody, if you ask anybody, they'll say, oh yeah, global warming. But what has anybody done to stop it? Have you gotten rid of your car? Have you decided to walk to work? Have you decided to ride your bike to work? Have you decided to forego using chemicals made by DuPont? Have you decided to forego a lot of things that cause global warming, like wiping your butt with toilet paper? Think about this. Just think about this for a second. We're talking about humans, human beings, and human traits. And we're talking about what it takes to live here on this planet as a human being. Now, it just so happens is my educational formation, I read a shitload of books. So I have a very wide, fairly deep understanding of a wide variety of topics. And so I can talk at length about a wide variety of subjects without having to look at any cue cards, without having to have a teleprompter, without having to have an aide prepare a speech for me. Because I'm actually the holder of the information. I don't need to go to somebody else to get it. Because I read the books. And so I'm talking to you from a position of knowledge and experience. Because not only did I read the books, I went out in the world and I experienced life and everything that the books told me about. So when we talk about human traits and we talk about global warming and we talk about the administration of the Earth's resources correctly, something else is going on here that has nothing to do with humans apparently, because it is not a human trait to go around and destroy the one and only planet we have to live on. It is not a human trait to go around and cut down all the trees. It is not a human trait to go and contaminate the water and the air and the earth with all kinds of chemicals and foul it all up and create radiation, extra radiation everywhere and destroy and degrade the planet every chance we get. That is not a human trait. That may be a reptilian trait, but that's not a human trait. The reptilian subject is something that has been talked about by a lot of other people. And in the next video I make, I will discuss the existence of UFOs, which the government has now recently admitted, and the existence of aliens, possibly among us even. That subject explains. It could be the explaining factor of why all the trees are getting cut down, and why the water is getting fouled up, and why the air is getting fouled up, and why the earth's getting fouled up, because these are not human traits. Somehow, though, the Nazis, they decided that since the time of Hitler, and Donald Trump is very much like Hitler. Donald Trump is the new modern-day Hitler. You'll see. These Nazis, these Republicans, these conservatives, quote-unquote conservatives, are actually freaks. They're like sex freaks. They want to abuse little girls and little boys. They want to have weird sexual situations that leave them compromised. At the same time that they do these weird things that, again, are not really human traits, to abuse little children and girls. Can you imagine? Think about this as a species. Take your pick of, imperial penguins. Let's just take the species of the imperial penguin. Do you think imperial penguins go around fucking their young? Do you think imperial penguins go around screwing their little girls and little boy penguins before they're ready to have sex and have babies? I don't think any other species really does that. Do you ever see a wolf give birth to a little baby wolf and then the male wolf come and fuck that little baby wolf before it's even able to eat? I don't think any other species fucks their young. And I don't think we do either. I think that's an aberration caused by something else. And that's the same aberration that's causing the destruction of our planet. And that's the same aberration that's causing us to have leaders that lie to us and deceive us and create false situations so they can maintain power that they don't deserve to have. If I don't see a change, there will be a change brought to you and the rest of the world by a group of people who will not tolerate this anymore. We will not tolerate being ruled by people who are less intelligent than us. We will not tolerate being ruled by people who lie to us, deceive us, and destroy our one and only planet while fucking our young. Republicans are repugnant. Republicans should be removed from power everywhere. And anybody, any chance they get, they should spit in the face of a Republican. And they should make them pay for the crimes that they've committed against humanity. Whether you're George Bush or Donald Trump, doesn't really matter. You committed crimes against humanity, and you must pay for them. And soon you will. And I'm talking about something that has nothing to do with me going out and doing anything. That's ridiculous. So anybody watching me or thinking that they need to worry about what I might go out and do, I'm the top of the freaking food chain. I don't need to go out and hurt anybody. All I need to do is think about it, and it happens. And in case you don't believe me, just check with the few people who do hang out around me, and you'll see that something is going on, and that my information in my head is the information that's true and correct, and my information in my head is the information that's going to lead the human species to survival on the planet Earth. Meanwhile, while everybody else is busy following false prophets, liars, and hedonists, and narcissists, true narcissists like Donald Trump, while you're busy following these people like the Pied Piper down a false path, you're missing the boat. You're missing out on the true world. And it's not my fault, it's your fault. And it's the fault of the reptilian leaders that you decided to back. And I'm not going to tolerate it. The world needs to be saved from people like Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin and Enrique Peña Nieto and Recep Tayyip Erdogan or whatever his name is. All these evil leaders. Find one leader that's worth anything. Tell me what his name is. I'd like to go live in that country. I'd like to go live in a country where there's no corruption or fraud and where the leaders don't lie to their people. Tell me which country that is, guys. I know everybody's watching me. So tell me which country that is and I'll go there. Because I'm not going to go live in the United States as long as Donald Trump's there. And I'm not going to spend a single fucking dollar there either. Mark my words. Republicans, Nazis, are destroying our planet. And they're tricking us into believing that global warming isn't happening when it really is. And that is not a human trait. And we must do something to stop being led down a false path that's destroying our planet and destroying our species. And we must get rid of Donald Trump. Please. If it's the last thing you do, or if it's the only thing you do, if it's the only thing you do today, go out and spit in a Republican's face and tell him he's a fucking repugnant loser. And he'll never get your vote again.